Aloha! This is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man. And guys, I know it's been a while. It's been like a whole week since I went ahead and I gave you a movie review, but I'm sorry, up until Black Panther comes out, there has been very little movies worth going to go see. So I really haven't seen any movies, which is why last weekend I brought you the Punahou Carnival. So yes, but fortunately this weekend I was able to go ahead and see a movie Sunday, a special Phantom showing over at Dole Regal Theaters, Dole Cannery Theaters, of MAZINGER Z Infinity. And remember our rating scale, Shaka thumbs up, I recommend it, it's good to see. Shaka thumbs down, it's bad to see, it's junk, I don't recommend it. And for MAZINGER Z Infinity, it is a Shaka thumbs up. Now, as maybe some of you guys might know, here in the United States, you know, the cartoon, the anime that was presented to us, you know, from Japan as MAZINGER Z was actually called Tranzor Z here in the United States. Very much a hero like King Kaida, you know, or, you know, any of the like Voltron, etc. But actually, I believe MAZINGER Z actually predates Voltron, and definitely, you know, the Transformers. You know, he was big in Japan, not as big, I don't think, as, you know, Gundam had become, or, you know, like I said, maybe even possibly Robotech, but at least on the same general levels as Robotech, maybe. But this is the 45th anniversary of Toei Studios, and so they decided to go ahead and show a new movie that had opened up in Japan in January, and play an evil villain set on world conquest of the Earth. And the only thing standing in his way was a highly technological, advanced, created giant robot by a scientist whose son survived him, and yet was the only one able to pilot this incredibly technologically advanced machine. And so he alone stood against the forces of Dr. Hell and his world dominating forces. And apparently, at least in the movie that I had seen in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, you know, he had defeated Dr. Hell. And this movie takes place 10 years after those events, or at least similar events, where Dr. Hell has been defeated, presumed dead, his forces destroyed. However, yet mysteriously 10 years later, as Koji, the pilot, the son of the great scientist who had created Tranzor Z, is now an adult, you know, a young man, researcher, semi-like his father. You know, the Earth is in peace, you know, pretty much united with unlimited photonic energy, which was what powered the Tranzor Z or MAZINGER Z powered robot. But that piece is once again shattered by the mysterious and sudden arrival of Dr. Hell's forces, and even the return of Dr. Hell himself, who has come possibly from another alternate dimension to very much, once again, not only take over the world, but destroy the world by use of also arriving in this dimension, a giant, you know, MAZINGER Z, one that could fit maybe a dozen standard Mazinger Z's or Transor Z robots in. And this is what is called Mazinger Z or Transor Z Infinity. So yes, so everyone on the Earth must join forces and defeat these foes once more. And I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's been years since I'd seen like Transor Z or Mazinger Z, and it definitely comes off as being, you know, fresh, an updated take at these characters. You know, all of them are there, even Boss. If anyone remembers the guy who had made his own giant robot out of refrigerator doors, at least that's the translated version that we got here in the States. Even him and his friends and his crazy robotic giant robot has returned in order to help Koji and Mazinger Z defeat Dr. Hell. There's even some of the female robots that return as well with a new team, and kind of a nice resolution of a romance between the female scientist and Koji at the end. So it was kind of nice to see that these people did not stay stagnated in time, that their lives had moved on. You know, kind of an advancement, something you don't see much in some animated series or updated movies. Pretty much it just seems to take right up from the moments the series or other movies had ended. So this was a nice change. Of course, anyone who's a fan of anime is going to go ahead and love this show. I give it a strong shock of thumbs up because I am a fan of anime. Maybe not a strong fan of Mazinger Z or Transor Z, but I did enjoy it as a child. I knew friends who had enjoyed it. I'm not well versed in the history of Mazinger Z, not like, you know, maybe Gundam or Mobile Suit Gundam or Robotech or some of the other ones out there. But definitely, if you're a fan of anime, you'll love watching this movie. Unfortunately, as a Phantom event, it is only available today, which was Sunday, the 11th at 12:55 p.m. But there is going to be also a Monday showing at 7 p.m. as well. So if you missed it, you love anime, you want to go see it, check it out. It's only playing over at the Dole Regal Cannery Theater. You know, full price, unfortunately. No discounts or passes. So definitely go ahead and check it out if you're interested. You know, the animated style is nice and sharp, the computer-generated type, along with some shots that they try to use the computer CG 3D effects in, like you see in so many animated movies or series is, you know, on TV right now. But it is a nice closure to watching, you know, Transor Z. So again, if you were a large fan of that television show, you had happened to see these later movies that had come out, probably only in Japan or DVD, definitely check it out. It might be streaming Netflix eventually, or Amazon, or iTunes especially. Again, check it out. It's a lot of fun. A lot of children were there, a lot of parents bringing their kids who they themselves most likely had enjoyed it and wanted to share that again with their children and inspire them towards a better future, like much Japanese anime does. All right, thank you so much. This is Trinidad the Island Man giving Mazinger Z Infinity a shock of thumbs up. All right, thank you so much, and aloha.